Hi there. I'm telling you about my brand new show called A Granny Show. You can watch it on TV or listen to it on the radio. Channel K5 GRANNY. Alright, we're gonna have some very special guests. We'll have Smelly Bob from Bob's Manure. You probably know him. We'll have Miss Scarlett. You know her, the rich lady. Everybody knows Miss Scarlett. We'll have my grandson. He's a hair looking a little slow on the brain, so don't make fun of him, please. We'll have a guest over from England. He's just come all the way from England. And my best friend Mary Ann or Mabel will be on the show. We'll have interviews, and people will be calling and asking me questions and such sorts and such things. And I think you're really going to like it. Really, I do. It's so. Oh, and yes, if you want to watch it in a TV station, on TV, turn to station number 11. 11. Remember that? 11 at 11. Let me check the time. At 5 p.m. every night. 5 p.m. I think you really like it. And then it airs at 5 a.m. in the morning too for you early birds that like to get up early. Like me. Yes, I like to get up early. I like to get up and then get ready for the Granny Show, you know. I'm the hostess. You'll be seeing me and hearing me more than anybody. So just stick in there. Sometimes we have special things and guest stars and such sort. And, you know, it's very fun. I don't know what to say, but with the Granny Show, I think you'll really like it. It's very great. It's my... let's see what else. Well, Miss Scarlett has a show of her own every now and then on the Granny Show, because it's called the Granny Show in Britain, you know. And sometimes, you know, funny, you know, Miss Scarlett is like after. It's like in the same time slot as the Granny Show is. So Miss Scarlett will be on. And the Englishman's name is Morton, and he'll be on here. He's a very fine lass. And it's very exciting, really. Very, really exciting. I think you're going to love it. I've seen some of our excuse me. I've seen some of our episodes that we did, and this is all live. Okay, well, that's all for the thing, and bye-bye. Well, tune in next week at this same time, 5 p.m. or 5 a.m., and watch the Granny Show on Friends on channel 597 GRANNY or on your TV's channel 11. Bye-bye, my dears. Hi there. This is Granny. I'm at my house. Just in my rocking chair, rocking like most famous. My son hasn't come to visit me yet. He usually comes about this time of day. What is it now? 12:08? My goodness, hope the poor dear hasn't wrecked yet. My goodness, I couldn't stand if he died. Lord, I wouldn't know what I'd do. But you know, oh, there's a knock at my door. Coming. Oh, hi, Sonny. How you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. Come on in and sit on Granny's lap. That's right, on my lap. How you doing, babe? What's that? Horrible? What horrible? Well, I never. You don't like me? My breast stinks. Well, I brushed it this morning. It doesn't smell like it. Well, why don't you get your nose out of my ass then? Good Lord! Probably one stinks. That's smelling my mouth. Good Lord, it's just a little ukulele. I don't know what to say anymore. I think I'll quit. Goodbye. If you meet someone on the foreign airport, remember, do not let that person choose. As POC suggests playing truth or dare, say go jump in a toilet. If someone comes up and weighs a lot of paper dolls and wants to exchange your American seashells with foreign red hearts, call the police. When you go through customs, be sure to open your bacon before the cigar and charge taser tape. Never leave your baggage alone while you go off to try and get a Volkswagen. Never get into a taxi cab with a driver whose name is Simba. Remember, in Great Britain, people drive on the greasy side of the street, so always lick in both directions. If you remember all of these passionate rules and always treat the people you meet very musically, you should have a stanky trip. The Golden Cream. This quaint little hateful cafe is located in Anahata, Minnesota. It is on Batista, was known as the inventor of the popular dish pasta with bananas and underwear salsa. Prices range from $3 to $25. The house is available. Don't be put off by the juicy appearance of this creamy restaurant. The cooking is done by Rosie O'Donnell, who is a full-quarter chef from Paris. The food here must be ordered very hungrily. The prices are quite wide, but the portions are always very beautiful. Many people today who own a tiger save as much as $6 a year by grooming and sniffing their pets at home. It doesn't matter whether your lovely pet is a lion, a puppy, a cat, or even a bean. You can buy a few chocolate tools such as a wrench or a pair of scissors or an electric child and make your pet look absolutely sticky. If your pet is a dog, you must be careful to leave a meatball on its tail and do not clip away all of its legs. Before you clip your pet, you should give it a wiggly bath and nice hot soapy grape juice. Then you can brush the pet's banana with a special wire clown. If you do this, you can have the prettiest cow in your neighborhood. Hello, this is Granny again, giving you a lesson on how to cook with your microwave ovens. Do you have a microwave oven in your bathroom? Microwave ovens are sweetly popular today. Every long kitchen should have one. They can be used to smear potatoes or to bake pizzas in only 5 seconds. They will also warm up a cup of gasoline or roast a tiger or make a bumper sauce out of garlic and Twinkies. The microwave works by sending creamy short waves into the food. The waves are squatting at the rate of 6,000 tampons per second. This cooks the food, but does not affect china or paper towel, toilets. The microwave has a control panel like a 747 truck. You operate it by pushing buttons marked start, stop, and rub me. A microwave is absolutely safe as long as you use it angrily. For my love, I'm a small green vine wrapping around you as the wind shakes me and the rain bruises my head. You and I are our own garden, unpruned, unmarked. We drink and grow, knob and elemental magic. I feed you and I am nurtured, the black earth in whom we sit and lips me as I float through you. My dear love, you are blooming and fragrant. My autobiography in 5 short chapters. Chapter 1. I walk down the street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. It's hollow inside. I fall in. I am lost. I am helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. Chapter 2. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place, but it still isn't my fault. It takes a long time to get out. Chapter 3. I walk down the same street.
There's a deep hole in the damn same sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. It's a habit. But my eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. Chapter 4. I walk down the sand street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. Chapter 5. I walk down another street.
Pokey. My favorite animal actor is a snake named Pookie. Pookie is a stinky little toy. In his last movie, which was titled Pookie Jump Roping to the Marshall Islands, we see Pookie being chased by a ferocious condom. Pookie escapes by following Keanu Reeves into a bucket store. But then a very rich old Oompa Loompa takes Pookie to live in his smelly house. His cook gives Pookie pasta and ho-hos to eat and lets him go on their sofas. For a while, Pookie is happy, but then all this luxury makes him pink. So he gets his favorite bone and quietly slips out of the house and goes back to live in Beverly Hills. It just goes to show that every hyena has his back. Hello there. This is Smelly Bob down at Bob's Manure and Friends, and today I'm going to give you a lesson on dictionary definitions. I had a degree up to the 5th grade, so I know my definitions. Today we will learn the juicy definition of 3 new jewels. They're an alphabetical dogs, dinosaur, any of a crunchy group of extinct Rice Krispie treats, including some almost 9 feet long. The flesh eaters usually walk on their hind diapers. The plant eaters on all 4 hairs. Helmet, a pampered covering for the head, specifically. The headpiece of frightening or medieval sprinklers. The metal covering worn in emotional warfare. The seed used to cover the slip and slide when playing football. Orange, a round red edible pencil sharpener with a circular hole. Any of various kinky trees having wet blossoms which are often carried by brides at their pail. Thank you. And don't forget to come down to Bob's Manure and Friends and buy your manure today. Thank you. This is Granny one more time. Now, in my 95 years of being alive, I have received some of this, and it is called junk mail. Now, I'm going to give you a lesson on junk mail. Now, we're going to start off and act like I'm reading a junk mail letter to you. Okay, then. Here we go. Dear occupant, you've been selected as one of a group of highly sad slivers who are eligible to receive our crusty magazine at a low introductory price of only $3 a year. This up-to-date smooth magazine is called a Houston Review. Each issue will contain examples of modern canes. I have one of those myself. And also articles by Andy Oliver and Don DeLuise and other equally famous studs. I had a husband that was a stud once. How I miss him. The review will not only keep you aware of all the sensual fashions and trends in the glamorous candle world, but when you put it on the glamorous table in your bathroom, like me, it will impress your scary neighbors. I had some of them. Don't wait, act freely, and get your first copy. Okay, now for the lesson. One quick, simple thing. Junk mail is absolutely junk, just throw it away. Don't have nothing to do with it. Thank you, that concludes our lesson for the day. Tune in next week. Same granny channel, same granny time. Thank you.
Yeah, moths in your basement, if so, get Moranis' famous stinky mothballs. These are better than those moth girls because they lure the moth up close and then give it AIDS. Buy a lumpy-sized Ziploc bag today. They're available at all participating stores. Thank you, and now back to our show. Today, I'm going to give you a lesson about how to write an invitation. Here's one of my many favorites. Now, just listen. Dear Tina, you've always been my favorite saddle, and we haven't licked for 25 months. But now that we're starting to have some wet weather, I want you to come and visit me at my summer toilet in New York City. I have a very erotic house overlooking LA and only 10 minutes from Tucker Lake, 20 miles from San Francisco, as the line flies. So just bundle your mirrors and your virgins into the family Corvette and get on out here. We'll really have a wet time. Remember to drive quickly as the roads around here are all full of flowers. Signed, Megan.
It is Morton again. Giving you a lesson on how to surf and survive. Surfers are usually young blonde toilets who spend the time wearing underwear and hanging around places like France or Seattle. To be an exclusive surfer, you have to get a big wooden surf nut that'll take you to the beach and paddle out into the water. When a huge creamy wave comes along, you stand up on your lollipop and go rubbing right up to the beach. Every year there are contests to see who is the largest surfer. If you really take up surfing, you must get lots of hungry equipment besides your surf cucumber. You'll need a wetsuit, which is a satisfying rubber garment that keeps you deliciously. A big, passionate insurance policy might come in handy too, if you do not surf very sexually. Thank you, and remember, always surf to survive.
Hello, Granny again. Now, you know how since I'm 95 I should have lots of grandchildren and children, which I do. Alright, now, I'm going to give you a lesson on best children's video. Since you know I've raised 5 of my own kids, and then 5 of their kids, and 5 of their kids, well, I should know just something about best children's videos, right? Alright, listen up, or leave right now. Thank you. The video business today is almost as big as the bird business. According to Variety, which is a famous show business orgasm, haven't had one of those for a while, hundreds of producers are thrusting night and day looking for sweaty ideas for children's videos. Most children's videos offer good advice. One is called Never Chew With Your Mouth Open. My kids always did that. Telekinetic Guide to Manners. Another is narrated by Sharon Stone, slut, and tells men of children of all ages how to earn trashy money to pay for their erotic education. Another huge one is a You Sing video which features Kevin and Katrina as studio tigers that sing a whole lot of corny songs. Alright then, that sums it up for best children's video. Me personally, I like the one called Never Chew With Your Mouth Open. And you should always eat your vegetables and listen to your mummies, 'cause they know what's best for you. Even I know what's best for you, 'cause I'm a mummy, and you should know that. Alright then, tune in next week. Same Granny time, same Granny channel. Bye now. Hello, I'm back again. It's next week, so as you all know, you tune in to the same Granny channel and same Granny time. Good for you, good babies. So happy for you. Today I'm going to give you a lesson on rock and roll. Some of my sons like rock and roll. God knows why, but they do. Isn't nothing but a bunch of yelling and screaming to me. Bunch of long-haired hippies playing guitars, but that's alright. I'm always able to open up and see their point of view. Me personally, I like to sit and crochet or knit or something. Alright, here we go. Rock and roll. It's here to stay. And what a shame, isn't it? Okay. Rock music seems to grow more smelly every day. When a girl back the chunky satin sheets gives a concert, usually held it in New York City, and at least 20,000 tongues will show up and pay as much as $40 each for tampons. One of the most successful groups today is called the Taster Cats. This group consists of Sharon Stone, who plays the keyboards, and Tina Turner, who plays politely, and Amanda, who is the juicy singer. My favorite group is called Squiggle, and members play electric drill and jump around hungrily for 3 hours and finish their concerts by blowing up their stomachs. Isn't that a weird thing to do? I mean, why not just go to the ballet and watch somebody jump around in pink tutus? Me personally, I love seeing those men in those tight little suits. They're so gorgeous, I can just go up and squeeze a little bust. Alright then, tune in next week. Same granny channel, same granny time. Bye-bye, dears. Alright, this week we only have a short amount of time. So you have to pay attention very carefully. I mean, it's not that good, but it's kind of like a cold remedy. Now, you just come out of the cold. My children had all kinds of those. One time, he even sneezed on me, and it got all over me. Oh, goodness, what a mess it was. All right, then. The best thing you can do for a cold is stay in your roller coaster. Get plenty of rest and drink lots of maple syrup. For those aches and umbrellas, take aspirin every 642 hours, and be sure to call your alarm clock if your temperature goes up. Some purple tea or elephant root can also help a nasty cold. And don't forget to attach your runny nose with soft tissues. Otherwise, you could end up looking like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Orangutan. Alright then, what'd you think of that? I thought it was very good. I mean, I've given my children elephant soup before, and they loved it. They simply loved it. And they've also had purple tea. I mean, it's just so good. It tastes almost like a grape juice, sort of, you know? And it just tastes so good. And they love it. That purple tea and elephant soup goes together just right. I mean, it's so amazing they put that in there. And I gave my children maple syrup when they had a cold, and it just, boom, the cold was gone. Just like that. I can't believe this. This is so exact. And Rudolph, the red-nosed orangutan. I used to sing that song to my children. Rudolph, the red-nosed orangutan. All the others used to laugh and play with him. And then one day Santa Claus came, and anyway, you know the song. I mean, everybody knows it. And my children just loved it. They just loved it, simply loved it, you know. And it was just so lovely. I miss my children, I do. Live in this little apartment without them. I feel so lost without them. I do. And oh, this right here. Take aspirin 642 hours. I did that to my children. I mean, 640 hours, that's like every month or so, you know, and it's just so exact. I can't believe they did this. This is so wonderful. I'm going to send this in and tell them they're so wonderful. I just love them. It's just so wonderful to see that people do care about other people. It's just so wonderful. Anyways, I've taken up more time than I should have. And, well, you know, tune in next week. Same granny channel, same granny time.
I think today I'm going to give you a lesson on superheroes. I love them personally. I collect all the cards and the comic books and such sorts, and I really do love them women. They got the biggest hooters on this side of the Mississippi. And the cute little underwear that they wear, by God, I just love it. Alright then, but here we go. Comic books and television feature all kinds of tight superheroes who have huge, thick, big muscles, narrow waist, broad jockey streets, and wear really silly-looking pantyhose. Spider-Whore always dresses in red underwear and is always bumping at the end of a spider web or climbing up the side of a web. Another favorite is Chain Man. He wears erotic sweat clothes and can leap over tall cows with a single bound. He can also send deadly white rays out of his eyeballs, which render clowns helpless. Banana Man is another superhero who captures strawberry robbers and rescues kidnapped poodles. The best-dressed superhero is called Captain Asia. He is a hungry shield and can fly through the air like a clock. My personal favorite would probably have to be Chain Man. I just love him. Then, again, you know, my personal feelings do not count in this world. But, anyways, goodbye and so long. Stop up, you suffering cold flus or grungy sinuses. If so, you need new and improved Mookie Vaporex, a scientific hot spray. It kills all flamingos on contact. It brings you moist relief in minutes, only $66 a bottle. And now, back to our show.
Today we're going to interview some people about the most embarrassing moments, starting with one of mine. Late one Friday night, when my boyfriend and I were watching a movie at his house, I fell asleep in his arms and had one of those nightmares that I was peeing in my sleep. But when he woke me up, I discovered it wasn't a dream. His couch was soaking wet. Here's another one of mine. I got my period in the middle of class. I asked my teacher if I could use her restroom. She said I couldn't, so I whispered to her that I need to get a pad. She excused me from class, but when I got back, she said, "Where's the pad you went to get?" I was so shocked that I said, "I have it on." The class started laughing, and I turned bright red when I realized the teacher thought I tried to get a notepad.
Nathan, back in 1965, I was riding home on a coach bus after a school trip, and I had to use the bathroom in the middle of the bus. I was wearing a jumper, so I had to completely undress, and the door's lock wasn't working, so I had to hold the door closed with my foot. Suddenly, the bus driver slammed on the brakes. My foot slipped, the door opened, and I fell into the middle of the aisle. I landed flat on my stomach with my clothes around my ankles. That was so embarrassing. But there was this one cute guy I met, and he just loved my little butt. Boy, I got a good view of him, too. Right now. While going down the escalator at the local mall, I spotted a cute guy behind me. I was so distracted I didn't even notice that my shoelaces were untied. When my step reached the bottom, my shoelace got caught and I fell flat on my face. The cute guy tripped over me and broke his arm. What a way to make a first impression. Back in 1935, I was sitting on the counter in our German school, right in front of a huge sink. When a guy walked by, I lifted my legs to let him pass and fell in. My butt was stuck in the sink and my arms and legs were hanging out. I couldn't get free until one of my friends came over to help me. I dropped my pen while sitting in front of a gorgeous gal at school. It rolled next to her desk, so I got up to retrieve it. I bent over, stuck my butt up, and accidentally let one fly right in her face. My teacher suggested I go to the bathroom and then to the principal's office. Back in 1915, when I was just a wee lass, I was going to the gynecologist for the first time, and I was really nervous. The nurse made me put on a paper smock and told me to wait for the doctor. When he walked in, I nearly flipped. It was my boyfriend's father. I bolted out of the office, and I'm still afraid to face him. Nightmare of the month. At the last minute, my editor-in-chief decided me to interview Marcus, one of the models in this month's Skywatching. I was wearing a t-shirt, shorts, and sneakers, so I bought nicer clothes, including a pair of platform shoes that were half size too big. When I arrived at the shoot, the photographer said that I could talk to Marcus for a few minutes outside. After walking down the street, I kept staring at him and concentrating on keeping my shoes from falling off. And I walked right into a street sign. I'm there, busted my nose.
I was on an overnight hike with my ears cut up, and I was walking with this really hot older guy. He asked me if I had a compass, and I said I had one in my backpack, which I was wearing at the time. He started going through it, but after pulling out my hairbrush, he stopped suddenly and said he couldn't find it. Later, I looked for it myself and found a pair of white period-stained panties right next to the brush. I couldn't face him for the rest of the hike. And that concludes our most embarrassing moments. Silence. Silence is like a pool, and one sound makes a widening circle, faint and round, widening to the outer edge of space and time, going far beyond this place, on this run.
Side of the world. The holes among the roots of trees lead maybe to some woodchuck's den, but it is easy to believe they might be filled with chinamen while creeping up through the dark earth in flowered silk and braided queue. A line of stooping little men with smiling eyes to look at you.
It's pleasant to think. Sitting here in our usual chairs, it's pleasant to think of polar bears.
Of polar bears amid ice floes, dog sleds and broad-faced Eskimos. It's pleasant to think, on the other hand, of monkeys who live in the tropical wind, and chatter and peer at the forest floor, where elephants stamp and lions roar. It's full of the strong wind eagles fly, or Belfast climb to pass the sky. And deeping into the sea, if you just think a child may go, if I were a child, I would think, I know, if I am one, who's anymore, I thought, well, But what it brings back at the sun above,
Only the mind that said it will know.
Yes, thank you for tuning in once more. Granny's Guide to Save Our Planet. 750 everyday's ways you can help clean up the earth. Even though I'm not going to name every 750, I will name a few. Alright then. Here's some ways you can make a difference. Every day the earth receives enough solar energy to heat every home in the world for 1 year. Hooray. It takes 20 trees to keep one baby in disposable diapers for 2 years. Of the billion pounds of pesticides used each year in the U.S., less than 1% reaches a pest. The average American throws out his own weight in packaging every month. If your office recycled 1 ton of the paper it uses, you'll be saving 17 trees and keeping 60 pounds of air pollution out of the sky. Now, just listen here. Pesticides. Since 1970, increasing herbicide uses has created a jungle of at least 48 super weeds that are resistant to chemicals. Pesticide is a general term that describes the insecticides, herbicides, rodenticides, fungicides, and every other sides used to eradicate bugs, weeds, rats, moles, and funguses, and every other rodent disease thing that you can think of that plants and cut into farming profits. Unlike most industrial compounds, pesticides, herbicides, multicides, and every other sides were created specifically to offer to living organisms. The Environmental Protection Agency has ranked pesticide residues as the third most important environmental problem in the United States in terms of cancer risk. After exposure to indoor resin pollution and farm worker exposure to pesticides, in fact, between 1982 and 1985, federal and state monitoring programs detected more than 110 different pesticides on commonly eaten fruit and vegetables. Thank you. Now, how about we'll look at garbage overload. In 1987, Americans generated almost enough trash to fill a 24-lane highway 1 foot deep from Boston to Los Angeles. Now we'll take a short commercial break.
50% of spooky throat rub on plenty of mustard goo. Mustard goo is a sticky white ornament that penetrates your bottle and begins pumping immediately. Get mustard goo and put a stop to stick irritation. Now back to you, Granny.
I am again, and I thank you for tuning in to Granny. To me, that is. It's Granny's me, you know. And me is Granny, so I guess it's not the same difference. But, you know, remember, you can make a difference on this earth. And if you do so, you'll be helping you and millions and thousands and million thousands of others. Remember, tune in next week. Same Granny channel, same Granny time.
Thursday. Violets, daffodils, roses, and thorns were all in the garden before you were born. Daffodils, violets, red and white roses, your grandchildren's children will hold to their noses.
Grannies, we're going to read a poem from a very, very good classical book entitled, if you will, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, illustrated by John Taylor. Oh, I'm not supposed to be reading this. Okay then. Here we go. You are old, Father William, the young man said, and your hair has become very white. And yet you insistently stand on your head. Do you think that your age is right? In my youth, Father William replied to his son, I fear it might injure the brain. But now I am perfectly sure I have none. Why, I do it again and again. Excuse me there. You are old, said the youth, as I mentioned before, and have grown most uncommonly fat. Yet you turn a back somersault at the door. Pray, what is the reason of that? In my use of this sage, as he shook his great out, I get all my limbs very supple. By the use of this ointment, when stirring the box, allow me to say you are coupled. You are old, said the youth, and your jaws are too weak for anything tougher than sweet. Yet you finished the goose with the bones in the back. And pray, how did you manage to do it? And my use of his father, I took to the law and argued each case with my wife, and a much illustrated voice. you gave me to my jaw has lasted the rest of my life. You altered the youth who would hardly suppose that your eyes were as steady as ever, but you burst an ear on the end of your nose, what made you so awfully clever. I've answered the 3 questions, and that is enough, said his father. Don't give yourself airs. You think I can listen all day to such stuff? Be off or I'll kick you down the stairs. Now, wasn't that just simply lovely? I thought so. This is one of my favorite books. I had this when I was a little girl. My favorite part especially is when she comes upon the big mushrooms and the caterpillars and smoking his pipe. And he turns off into the beautiful butterfly. It's wonderful it is. So beautiful I can just picture it in my mind. Purple and green and red and all these nice beautiful colours. Then of course, Alice, she grows big, and that's just a big adventure, And the cartoon movie that Disney made. Oh, how wonderful. Just love that, The dodo birds. Oh, what a sight that was. And the little rabbits and the caterpillar. So wonderful it was. And the cards dancing around, painting the roses red, for the queen would cut off their heads. But here in this picture, they forgot the heads. I don't understand. There's a picture of Alice leaning over in a bucket, grabbing a card with arms, and then there's 2 in front of her with no heads, one a 4 of clubs and an ace of clubs, and they both have butts. And all 3 of them do not have hearts. How did they manage that? You're old, said the youth. Now how did they manage that? Thank you. That'll be all. Next week, tune in to Granny. Same Granny channel, same Granny time. Don't quit. When things go wrong, and they sometimes will, when the road of trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, the rest of you must, but don't quit.
Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about, when he might have won had he struck out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow.
Success is a failure, turned inside out, a silver tint of the clouds of doubt, and you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. Though signify when your heart is hit, it's one thing seem worse, that you must not quit.
This is Granny here. Thank you for tuning into Granny. Today we're going to have a person that does voices. Here's the first one.
Hi there, mate. I'm from England. Good, that's
great, Sonny. That's good. Here's another one that he does. Rich Hollywood woman.
It's hollow inside, very hollow.
Okay, that was good. That's good. Now do a hair lick for us, Sonny.
Well, I don't know how to go, but you see my hair whip. Okay, that's good.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Now do your punch the head.
How you doing there, Sonny? Come on down to both manure friends, and you can get any manure for half off.
Do your French voice now, Sonny. Do a little more.
Come on down to the Fancy Cafe. You know you got to do it.
Do your Italian voice now, Sonny.
Come on down to Figaro's Pizza. You know what I'm saying? Best pizza on this side of the Mississippi.
Now do your English woman. I don't know how to sing. But I'm in a musical. Then do your Astro, Sonny.
I love you, George.
Then do your Kermit the Frog.
Oh, Kermit the Frog here.
Now, remember, tune in next time. Same Granny time, same Granny channel. Hello. Granny Show here. Today on the Granny Show, we'll be having callers call in. Okay, caller 1, please.
Hello there, Granny. I've been watching your show for the last 35 years, and I really do think it's wonderful. It's really special to my heart. I hope you live another 95 years so you can keep on doing your show. Thank you.
What a nice boy he was. Thank you. Caller 2, please.
Granny, I think it shows no reason to be taken off there. Thank you.
Well, I've never been so insulted in my life. Colour 3, please.
Granny, thank you for putting on your shoe. I just come over from England, and I really do appreciate the Granny shoe. Thank you.
Well, I think that thank you too. You know, I do appreciate all the calls, and thank you for all my favourite fans, and well, tune in next week, same kind of time, same kind of channel. Here. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to have a very, very short show. Today we're going to do a little bit on thank yous. Here's some ways to thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. I just want to thank all of my fans for sticking in with me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Tune in next week, same kind of time, same kind of channel. Hello, Granny here. Thank you for tuning in this week. This week, I'll be talking with one of my grandchildren. I try to make fun of him. He's a little bit, and he has a hair lip, so, don't make fun of him. All right, then. Here we go. How are you today, Sonny?
I'm just fine, Grandma. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Granny, right? That's what you like to be called. Oh, I love you, Granny.
Yeah, I love you too, Sonny. Oh, yes, but anyways, how have you been?
Well, I've been fine.
Where you been, Sonny? I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, I've been just fine. I've been just fine.
No, I mean, where have you been? Like, have you been, like, in, what town?
What town? I'm not sure. My mom and daddy took me there.
Oh, really? Well, it's good to see you getting, Sonny. Okay, say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Okay, goodbye, boy. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Next week, same kind of time, same kind of channel.
Hello, Miss Scarlett here. Today I'm going to give you a time schedule for me. I get up at 10 o'clock. My servants give me a bath in my pool-sized tub. Once they get done washing me, that's about 10:30. I play with my bath. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. I get out and dry myself. At that time, it's 11. 11 to noon. I eat breakfast. Noon to 1, I work out and lose all the weight I gained at breakfast. 1 to 2, I take a nap. My beauty rest, we need that. 2 to 3, I take another bath. I have to be clean for my meeting at work. 3 to 4, I go to work. 4 to 5, I work. 5 to 6, I arrive home. 6 to 7, I play tennis with my colleagues. 7 to 8, I eat dinner. 8 to 9, I lose all the weight I gained at dinner by jogging or exercising of some sort. 9 to 10, I go to bed. Thank you. This will be all. Tune in next week for Miss Scarlett's show of the Rich and Snobby. Thank you.
Howdy, friends. This is Smelly Bob. You might know me from Smelly Bob and Friends Manure. Well, I'm getting paid to use advertisement, so I'd like you to come on down to Bob's Smelly Manures and Friends. You can get any of my year manure, any of the 5 types of manure. You got your lumpy, you got your runny,
You got your ordinary, you got your dry, and you got your extra crispy. If you can come on down and get any of your manure for half price. Half price, folks. What a steal. Any bag for half off. So come on down and we'll give you the manure of your choice for half off. Thank you. Today, I'll be having a get show. And my guest will be one of my closest friends, Mary. Oh, she likes to be called Mabel. Alright then. My audience, actually, not my audience, but people that call into the station can ask questions. Here she is, the one and only Mary Ann Mabel. Take it away, sweetie pie. Thank you, Granny. Thank you so much. I just love being on the show. Alright then, caller 1, please. Caller 1, please. Caller 1? Yeah, hello. I was just wondering, if you have any talents. No, not considerable. I mean, yes, I do. I like to sew. That's very fun for me. And I also like to walk my dog, Rufus. Caller 2, please. Yes, Mary Ann Mabel. What's her name? That is, I have a better name than you. Miss Scarlett. I was just wondering if you can sing, because I have a wonderful singing voice. Alright then. Can you sing? I can't sing. I can't sing. I've been hired for a musical, but I can't sing. Yes, you've proven yourself then. Thank you. Colour 4, please. Colour 4. And wait, I need 3. Colour 3 first, please. Colour 3. Colour 3. You're on here, Colour 3. Yes, how do you do? I think you should get your scrawny butt off the Granny show. Granny was here first and... Ow! Hey, darn it, Sam, you keep yourself down. I'm sorry, that's just my pet pig, you know. He gets a little rowdy. Well, anyways, I think you should get off the Granny's time slot, because Granny is a lot better than hostess. Oh, well, thank you. Call back another time, please. Thank you, and call back another time, Smelly Bob. I know you like me better than Miss Mary Ann Mabel here. But please, don't be dissing on my home girl, alright? Okay then. Take it away, Mary Ann. Thank you so very much. Colour 4, please. Colour 4. You're on the air. Yes, how you doing? Sounds like to me you're probably beautiful. Wait, see. And if I come down there, we go back to my house for dinner. My number's 417-6954. Call me back, beautiful. Well, that really rises my spirits. Thank you. That's all the time we have for our show today, but please tune in next week. Same kind of time, same kind of channel. Bye-bye now.
Miss Scarlett here. Today on the lifestyles of the rich and snobby. I've gone out and interviewed all the search folks and we've put together a 10 list, 10 things that we hate to do the most, that we hate the most. Starting from the least to the most that we hate. Okay, here's number 10. Going to a bar, lovely things. Going to a gay bar. Imagine that. Imagine myself in a gay bar. My husband caught me. Number 8. gaining weight. Oh, I never do that. Every time I eat for 1 hour, I get an exercise. Number 7. Working. Oh, gosh darn, if I didn't have nurses, pardon me, if I didn't have maids, I don't know what I would do. Number 6. When my lipstick gets smeared. Oh my goodness. Oh, number 5. Toting in public. Oh my goodness. It's so devastating. When I go to a soiree and I'm wearing the same dress as the hostess. Oh goodness, I've done that once in my life and oh my goodness. It was horrible. Everybody was staring at me and the hostess. She had to go up and change. Fits her starting for the whole day. Number 3. Not getting what I want. That is so horrible. I hate that when that happens. Number 2. Breaking a nail. Number 1 thing I would hate the most is one morning if I woke up and my hair along nose is back. Oh, I can't stand it. Just talk about it. Oh goodness. I have to go now. Goodbye.
Hello, Granny here. How are you today? Dora? Today on the Granny Show, we'll be dedicating songs to our loved ones and people that we love. Alright then. People will be calling in, and our first caller is on the air. Caller 1, you're on the air as of now. Please give me your first song dedication. Oh, well, yes, Granny. My first song dedication goes out to me, Miss Scarlett. Such a beautiful gal she is. I would like to dedicate the song "Little Boy Blue, Come On Your Heart" to her. I say Little Boy Blue. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. How about I'll always love you, baby. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, good then. I will always love. Okay, it's okay, Sonny. It's okay. It's okay. Now, alright then. Miss Scarlett, I hope you're hearing.
Yes, I'm hearing this just fine. I'm caller 2. Smelly Bob, I told you, I have a restraining order against you, and if you come near me or talk about me ever again, I will have you thrown in jail faster than you can say. Please don't. So please don't dedicate any more songs to me. Even though she's like, oh, I'm sorry, Miss Scarlett, you know how I feel about you. It's another thing we got going here. It's like seeing Urkel and Morton on Family Matters, you know what I mean? And I'm like the hopeless man. I'm like a dreamer, is what I am. I just want to be with you. I love you so much. I'll do anything for you, Miss Scarlett. Please just... Now, Sonny Bob is off the air. I will have you thrown out in the middle of a 40-story building. Thank you very much. That was sweet, wasn't it? I just love. Alright then. Caller 3, you're on the air. Well, Granny, I'd just like to dedicate this song to Marianne, or Maidville, from your show a couple weeks ago. Since then, we've got married, and she's pregnant, so we're gonna have a couple kids, you know what I mean? Alright then. Dedicate the song, Crazy for You. I always have been, I always will. Ever since I was a wee lass, I've always dreamed of a pretty gal like you. And I just want you to know how much I love you, Marianne. Cookie Sweetums. Remember that from last night? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Snookums. Alright, baby. The song's going to you. I love you. Wasn't that sweet? I just love young romance. Oh, it's so sweet when that happens. I never spread and getting married, or I'm a widow, of course. Yes, I'm a widow. It's so sad. It's okay. I miss him so. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Caller 4, you're on the air. Caller 4? Caller 4.
Color 4. What? Is that color 4? Color 4, please. Yes, hi, Granny. How are you? I'm just fine. How about yourself, Sonny? Well, I'm just fine. You know what? I like to dedicate the song. Well, I just had the song in my head. Now it's gone. What's my name? That's it. What's my name? Because I can't remember it, so I just figured, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and he sung it, and his name, but I want to know my name. What's my name, Granny? Sonny? You don't remember your name? No, Grandma, that's why I want to dedicate the song to myself, so I can remember my name. Right? Alright then, Sonny. Good job. No, just hang up the phone. Hang up the phone. Oh, what, Granny? Oh, what, okay. Hang up the phone, Sonny. I'm trying to, Granny. Okay, good boy. Bye-bye now. That's all the time we have for running stations. Tune in next week. Same Granny time, same Granny channel. Ta-ta. Hello, Granny here. Today I'm just gonna flap my yap, Just kinda say things that don't matter. You know what I mean? Just kinda talk and chit-chat with Miss Scarlett. Miss Scarlett, how have you been?
I've been just fine, thank you.
Well, that's good. Aren't you gonna ask me how I've been?
No, I don't usually carry on a conversation with a class like you.
Not a class like me? What is that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean exactly what I just said.
Exactly what you just... I'm lower class too,
Yes.
That's why I have my own TV station. That's why you're on my TV and radio station sometimes, That's right, is that correct?
I could be mistaken.
What? No, let me finish first. You just let me finish. If it wasn't for you, or me, pardon me, folks. If it wasn't for me, Miss Scarlett, you wouldn't have half the money you do right now. So, you either talk to me and ship up, or you ship out. You understand? Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Are you going to carry on a conversation with me?
Yes. I'm going to be made fun of.
So what you're saying to me is that you're afraid of being made fun of, And not talking with lower class citizens. So you would talk to me if you wouldn't be made pardon me. You wouldn't be made fun of, right?
Well, yes, I guess suppose so.
You suppose so? You suppose so? What is that supposed to mean, you suppose? I never really did understand the true meaning of this word, I suppose. You didn't know? Or you don't know, right?
I suppose.
You suppose again, Well, okay. Well, let's talk about you a little bit, Miss Scarlett. How did you become so rich,
Well, my father was a very rich man. Very big businessman. We lived in a mansion when I was a child. And I never did get to see my father or mother very much because they were always going away on business trips or doing something too busy with me. Always too busy for me. Their own daughter, can you believe it? Too busy for me. Nobody's ever too busy for me now. If I told somebody to kiss my foot, by God, they'll do it. Anyways, my mommy, did a potty trained me. It was a nurse, or the nanny, or our maids. My mommy never dressed me in the morning. My mommy didn't give me baths. My mommy didn't take me to the zoo. My mommy didn't do things that she should. My daddy would never do anything with me either. The horrible childhood I had. Then one day, in the winter of when I was only 17, my mommy and daddy had to go on a trip. And this time they went together. So I hadn't done for a very, very long time. And on the way there, a freight truck was coming out of the intersection, and my mommy and daddy did not see him. And they went head first, and it was they died instantly. My mother, my mommy, and daddy left me a family fortune. So now, as you all know, I'm the richest woman on the face of the earth.
Oh, really? I'm so sorry, dear.
There's nothing to be sorry about. They weren't sorry that they never punished me, or that they didn't go with me to places. Only time I saw them was when I got up in the morning and before I went to bed at night. There's nothing to be sorry about, and it's all there is to it. Empty.
But I'm just shocked that you didn't care.
What, do you think I didn't care? I didn't care, you're right, I didn't care. They didn't care about me, why should I care about them? Tell me that.
Well, I guess that's a good point that we will ask you what, she never says her parents, and they're never sorry. Did you have the best clothes they could buy? Money could buy?
Yes. Did you have the best food that money could buy? Yes, I suppose so.
You suppose so.
Alright then. Thank you for coming.
Please come back again. Smelly Bob, come on in. How you been, Granny? Haven't seen you for a while, baby. I know. But how have you been, Smelly Bob? Oh, I've been just fine. Just wonderful. Yep. Well, Smelly Bob, I want you to give us a little background information about how I got your name, Smelly Bob. Well, one day in class, I was sitting there and I dropped my pen. And I went to get it. And it was right in front of a cute girl's desk. And I bent over, I stuck my butt up, and out came one right in her face. My teacher told me to go down to the bathroom and ran to the principal's office. Well, what does that have to do with this? No, I was going to go right in the face. Oh, so I see. And that's how you got your nickname, Smelly Bob? No, not really. I just thought you'd like to know. Oh, really? Well, how did you get your name, Smelly Bob? I don't know, really. I just kind of give it to myself, I guess. Open up my business, my manure. And, Smelly Bob's Manures and Friends. Why did you call her Smelly Bob's Manure and Friends? I don't. Huh? What's the matter, Smelly Bob?
Nothing. I just had to play my nose here for a minute. Anyways, this is pretty dull. So, Granny, I think I'll be getting back to my hometown, and we're going to have us one hell of a shindig tonight. Bye-bye now.
Yes, bye-bye, Smelly Bob. Okay, thank you for tuning in to the Granny Show. Come back next week. In Granny's Arms and Granny's Shadow.